So we got breaking news. Funky Buddha Vibin Groovable Lager. This is a Munich-style Helles, all malt. It's got, let's see, does it say what it has in it? No, it's pretty straightforward. I'm guessing it probably has like Hallertau or something like that in it, Tettninger, some traditional German hop that you would put in a Helles. Definitely not Saaz. So let's see how it pours. Got our handy dandy English pub glass, which is my go-to for things that don't need a tulip. All right, so let's see here. We got a nice gold color. Look at that, beautiful Helles. If you didn't know, Helles means light in German. So look at that beautiful thing. Oh my gatos. Nice white head, brilliantly clear, as a lager should be. Absolutely see-through. Look at that. You can see my finger right through it. No problem. Oh, you could probably read something through it. Let's see. This thing says user manual on it. Let's see. Can you? Oh, you can't with my hand in the way. Let's see. Can you read that? Oh, yeah, you can. That's brilliant. Is what that would be called. All right. So we got a nice white, fluffy, well-sustained head, by the way. Brilliantly clear. Beautiful stream of bubbles, by the way. Absolutely fantastic. Granted, the etching on the bottom helps with that, but yes, we have a nice, lightly floral aroma, actually, but not Saaz floral. It also has kind of that earthy note that you get from hops from the old world. So it's got like a, if you would, like a fresh forest floor, kind of. You don't really get a ton of the malt on it. Not like you're not really getting like any cracker or anything. It's really definitely hop forward, although it's still very subtle. There's really not a ton of aroma to it. Very cracker bread like. Yeah, it's got like a real, like a husky vault to it, if you would. Very, very strong in the barley flavor, which is fine. It's a beer. It should deeply prevalent in the barley. It is a Helles, so I'm not expecting any hops to be forward. The hops just balance with the sweetness, which, by the way, it's not sweet. It's fairly dry. It's got a really great balance between the hops and the malt. And it's really got that nice chewy malt. I mean, this is just a crushable beer. Yeah, the overwhelming taste is just bread. It just tastes like bread. It's absolutely delicious. Like good fresh baked bread. You know what I mean? So that's Vibin Groovable Lager. It's one of my favorite beers down here. Local beers. Actually, it's probably my favorite local beer. I think it's solid. I think it's very tasty. Very well made. Funky Buddha should be very proud of this beer. I think it's the best beer they make, especially in the sense of technique and difficulty. These are probably the hardest beers in the world to make them brilliantly clear, to make them not off flavor. There's no DMS, no diacetyl. There's no old hop flavor. There's a perfect balance. It's just a great all around drinking beer. It's going to be perfect with the pizza later. I do have another beer that I'm going to taste, but it's just good. Do yourself a favor. Pick up a 6-pack. It's absolutely phenomenal. If you like lagers. And if you're not into craft beer, and maybe you like your macros, maybe you like your imports, if you like like I said, your big breweries, or if you like your Mexican breweries, this is a fantastic option. And one of the best things that I like about it, comparatively to import lagers, when I say imports, I mean like your Becks, Stellas, Heinekens of the world, Coronas, Modelos. one of the things I like the most about it is it's got more of a malt flavor. It's got not an overwhelming hop flavor, like I said. It's got a nice hop flavor. It's balanced. I mean, I can't even tell you what the hop is in it. It's very light, I mean, which is the purpose of a Helles. But my favorite thing about it is that it's not sweet. A lot of the macros that you try are very sweet in comparison. Modelo, for instance, which this beer is very similar to, is quite sweet, and that's the biggest difference between this beer and like Modelo Especial. Is it's not sweet; it's quite dry. So those are my 2 cents. Fantastic beer. Here we are. All right, so here is this new beer from Rouge Brewing Company. It's called Colossal Claude. Claude. Colossal Claude. I don't know. It's this one. It's their new year-round Imperial IPA. Now, their Bat Squatches they released, I believe it was the year before last. Last year was the first year that it was a core, or at least their number 1 fastest growing brand, number 2 right behind Dead Guy. Is a fantastic IPA. So if they did the same magic, if they did the same magic with the Colossal Claude, whatever, Claude? I don't know. If they did the same with this that they did with Bat Squatch, it's going to be a fantastic beer. Now, as I've mentioned before, not a fan of IPAs. They're actually they're probably my least favorite style. I just don't get it. Like, it's just not my thing. I don't know. I find them to be unbalanced and just such a. I'm all about balance. So like when they're balanced, I love them. You'll notice All Day is one of my favorites. Hard to call that an IPA, to be frank. I think it's closer to a pale ale, but I mean, session IPA, pale ale, splitting hairs a lot of times. Anyway, let's see what this is like. 8.2% alcohol, 75 IBUs, which is pretty high. But that has nothing to... did not mean to do that. Hang on, y'all. Okay. IBUs have nothing to do with what something's going to be bittered or how bitter it's going to taste. All it has to do is it's a quantitative number that really is only important to brewers and has no impact or real reference in the tasting world as to anything. So let's see what we got. A little water in there. All right, so we got, I'd call that a golden color. Looks hazy, but maybe not. No, it's not too hazy. It's got a haze to it, but it's fairly clear. I don't know if I would even call it bright, but it is somewhat clear. Got a nice white head to it, off-white head, I'd call it. Yeah, I'd call that a nice golden. Very pungent on the hops. I get a lot of passion fruit, mango, a good amount of citrus. Yeah, huge passion fruit aroma. I always think of passion fruit as it's almost like a musty, like it's almost unpleasant, but also amazing. If that makes sense, because it kind of stinks. Passion fruit does kind of stink. A little bit of grapefruit. Now I'm getting the dankness, that sticky, icky hop, if you would, the piney resin. Like if you were thinking about a pine tree. Yeah, I can really get the dank now that a lot of those aromas dissipated. So I'm going to stir it just a little bit more because it was just so pleasurable to smell. I want to smell it again. Yeah, I'm getting that. Now I'm starting to get that solventy hop, as we spoke about, like the alcohol hop, if you would. So I can already tell you this is going to be bitter as son bitch, I bet. It's going to be super hoppy. I got a feeling I'm not going to like it. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it's a big IPA. Obviously, it's an Imperial. For me, I get a little bit of meatiness, a lot of umami. Those beautiful tropical hops are not prevalent in the taste. I get a fair amount of toffee and caramel on the aftertaste. I mean, it's clean. If I had to guess, they're definitely using their Pac-Man yeast. It usually says it on the can. Doesn't say it. Oh, I should have guessed the hops. They have them on here. Cascade, Chinook, Citra, and Strata. Well, I wasn't wrong, though, with the citrus, pine, and tropical fruit. It is a low malt. It's not super bitter. What the hell did they say about salmon on here? Where has it? After, okay. Here's the selling story behind the beer. It has been a few decades since a colossal cloud sighting has been reported, but we're fairly certain the massive sea monster has been laying low off the coast of his favorite brewery. Word has it that after years of terrifying sailors and feasting on salmon he acquired a taste for hops. That was a terrible read. Let me read that again. Take two. Word has it, after years of terrifying sailors and feasting on salmon he acquired the taste for hops. So we brewed this Imperial IPA with a colossal dose of Cascade, Chinook, Citra, and Strata hops in hopes of coaxing Claude out to join us for a pint. That was tough. It should have been coaxing Claude out to join us for a pint. That would have been a better read. Well, I'm not doing 3 takes, so that is what that is. Take it or leave it. Not my favorite. It's fine. It's nothing special. Better than a lot of double IPAs I've had. Worse than a lot. See, the thing is, it's really umami. I don't like it. Just big. Take it or leave it. Nothing special. Not it's no Bat Squatch. Bat Squatch is a great IPA. This is not.